Bingo.
We live, baby.
We live.
What we looking like over there?
We look good. Because I'm controlling this.
Is that right?
Yeah. Guess what? Hey.
What up?
We back. We're back. We back. Episode 7
Here.
of the Broken Needles podcast. This mix ain't that bad, bro.
I know it ain't. Who did it?
Man, kill this bum ass.
Oh, my shit's bummy down.
Oh, yeah. Very much so.
The world famous DJ T-Rex.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Live, and in the mix with
Yeah.
DJ J Millie.
That's why my job better than you. And hold up, man. What the fuck make you world famous? Let's get into that shit. What makes you world famous, man?
Bro.
Explain to me how you get that bullshit passed, yo.
All right. Check my credentials.
What credentials is that? Don't nobody know you, Craig?
Everybody knows me.
From what?
If everybody knows me, that means I'm the world famous, bro. You already know. We can't go nowhere. But like, yo, you T-Rex, right?
It's the world famous DJ T-Rex.
And see? So
Shit.
that's how
you world famous?
That's how I became the world
So
famous.
in your mind, that makes you world famous.
My mind, my story, my book. Yes.
Hey, fuck it. That's all that matters. What's good, though, fam?
Man, you know, good weekend. You know, we went to South by on what was it, Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah.
The time of my life, yo.
It was good.
Goodness.
I had a real good time. Salute to I am Jordan Chase and my man Ilshay from Chi-Town. Real nice meeting you guys.
Big time. I've been going back and forth with LJ like every day since we got back.
Oh, that was up.
Yeah, he the boy nice too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Real nice.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah, so, but yeah, man, just that whole experience, bro. That was like, I'm still tripping off that shit. Seeing like Scratch Bastard, seeing Z-Trip for the second time, finally seeing Jazzy Jeff, seeing Just Blaze, which I had a little question about Just Blaze too, but nothing negative.
Okay, so
my thoughts on it.
All right, let's go ahead and get that out the way. What's your question on Just Blaze?
He didn't seem comfortable on that dinner, but I forgot what he was using, but
He was on that dinner.
Yeah, he didn't seem comfortable on that at all. Like,
well, that's the one. You know, that's the same controller that he used during the Swizz battle.
I thought he used the 808.
He had that in the Denon also.
Ah.
So the Denon is his choice of weaponry, but
do you?
but when the lights are a little bright and you know you got 500 people in one venue.
Yeah. And you got Scratch Bastard, Z-Trip, Buck Rogers, Caper. Who else was up there? A-Track. I mean, those some heavy hitters. So.
And you know when he up there, you know when the rest of them up there doing all that trickiness.
Yeah.
And then you come up with baby scratches.
Yeah, buddy. Hey. And I now, as a producer, shout out to Just Blaze. This is not an insult to this or whatever you want to call it. It just, he didn't look comfortable up there like
at all.
What he was doing.
At all.
But man, talk about Scratch Bastard though, fam.
Cheese and rice.
Bruh. That shit was
that's how you control a crowd.
Yes, that shit was so crazy. Like, it's one thing to see it on Instagram and YouTube, etc., but it's another to see that shit live, bro. And it's just, man, just crazy. And then finally seeing Jeff, yo.
Yeah.
The only thing I was praying he did Peter Piper, but I think Chance had said he did it. Jordan Chance said he did it the night before.
Yeah, like two days before.
Yeah,
whatever,
so. That's my only thing, was not being able to see that. But trust me, I'm not missing another Scratch Bastard event as long as I'm within the 2-3 hour driving radius. So I am there, yeah. But since we on the subject of South by Southwest, what happened to South by Southwest?
It got too commercialized.
You think it's just I think it's the internet, yo.
No,
like I think with SoundCloud and with SoundCloud get popping and all these other streaming platforms, the artists don't have to do the work, hit the ground like they did before.
Right, but now I think once all the major labels, when Fatal Fort started bringing in the Kanyes, the Jay-Z's, the Rick Rosses, the Snoop Dogg's, that's when it started to go downhill. When MTV started getting involved, it started going downhill.
I can kind of see that, but for me, it's just I remember like when we went my first time going, we saw Pharoah Monch walking down the street.
Right.
We saw Fine Word Bentley when he was popping walking down the street. We saw Machine Gun Kelly just random as hell.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We walked in the middle of Big Sean's cypher like, oh shit, my bad. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing like all, and then the way we ran up on the Slaughterhouse show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me that's not happening no more. You know what I mean? When I go to South, that's like my time to see those artists that you wouldn't have access to not to say rub elbows, but like, oh snap, there goes so and so. Oh snap, there goes so and so, and that's to me that's just not happening.
Well, I think a lot of it also too is like now we're in the microwave era. We don't have a chance to sit there and digest an album like we did last decade. It's now, every Friday you got 6 albums dropping,
Fam.
and half the time you don't even make it through one.
Bro, I still ain't heard that 2 Chainz album, or the Future album, or the Gunna. None of them shits, bro. I ain't heard them. I just don't have the time. You know what I'm saying?
See, it's like music overload. Like there's no possible way unless you just sat there and had nothing else to do but just listen to music over and over and over.
And honestly, when I do got the time to do that, because between DJing and just life, I don't feel like that shit. I'm gonna keep it real, because if I have to listen to someone I'm already tired and pissed off and got an attitude or just don't feel like doing it, you're not getting my honest,
full undivided attention.
Exactly. So.
I feel you. And then like a lot of times when I'm driving, I don't even listen to music. I listen to like sports radio or podcasts or something like
Exactly.
that.
Ditto. And I mean, the only time I listen to music really is in the gym, and it's either like I said before, either your mix, somebody else's mix, my mix, or I'll try to take in an album. But if I'm not invested in the first 2 or 3 songs, most likely I'm out of that mix.
I'm out of it.
I'm out of it. But the main thing that I loved about seeing all those DJs, shout out DJ Caper too. Caper was sold. Like she was, I honestly, no offense, ladies, but I thought that she was gonna do EDM.
Yeah,
I really did. I was like, oh, she gonna do EDM. I can sit through EDM set, or I'm not a big fan of EDM, but I'll sit through it to see how she rocking. But when she got out and started out with that DMX, I was like, oh shit. And
here we go.
She went in from there. So, but what I was saying was the biggest thing I enjoyed about seeing all those DJs, man, is the fun they was having, bro.
Yeah.
That shit looked like fun. I'm standing like, man, to do that and make paper doing that shit, you basically have, which I know they have, I'm sure I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear some of the stories they got.
Exactly.
Especially with some of the stories that we got, just being the little peons that we are. But
speak for yourself. I'm the
whatever,
world
nigga.
famous.
So you on Jeff level?
I'm the world famous.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right,
But just see them have fun is the thing that got me.
Yeah, like the one thing like that made me think about when we was at South by, right?
What's up?
Is just walking the streets and seeing like some of the the up and coming people. Do free thinkers still exist?
Wow, what made you say that?
Every person kind of looks similar.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Everyone
Man,
had
yeah.
the same similar style. So
Pull your fucking pants up. My bad.
So it makes me like maybe just start thinking of like do people actually like try to think of their own anymore? Try to be a creative,
It just seems like,
or they just follow a trend.
to me, it's trended as it's following a trend big time, and to me, it just seems like, oh, here's the rapper package, right? Like you gotta have 2 pants on, one gotta sag lower than the other, and I gotta see your drawers. But you gotta have on the latest kicks with you know what I'm saying? It's like
You gotta have the rapper start.
right, exactly. It's like a uniform that they have, right? And it's like, oh, Yella Beezy gotta look, so now I gotta look like Yella Beezy. Or 2 Chainz gotta look, so now I gotta look like, you know what I'm saying? There's no originality, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But that's a good ass question though, because that, I mean, the free thought process is a myth. It's like a myth nowadays. You know what I mean? It's more like what's hot, let's do it. And I think that's the downfall of hip hop. Everything is 70 BPMs and below. You know what I'm saying? There's no variety. Like I don't mind 70 BPMs and below, but not for 12 tracks.
I feel you. So tell me this. Since we're talking about, finally talking about music
Oh shit.
as two DJs or whatever,
No, right.
what's the best record label out right now?
The best record label?
The best record label right now, who has the absolute best roster? No debate.
Atlantic? Oh, whoever. No, I take that back. TDE.
You think TDE?
TDE, bro. TDE, because they have it's like they have a almost a boot camp. They have almost like a boot camp. Like, hey, look, we got SZA. They brought SZA along slowly. They had J-Rock, which J-Rock had a buzz before he even got with TDE.
Right.
When he was with when I saw him on the Nipsey Hussle and Game tour, right? He had a buzz popping already. And then it's like now J-Rock is popping. So it's like they have a nice like system of how they groom their artists. Although you see the tweets from like Schoolboy Q, you see the tweets from like SZA, how they get frustrated. But I just think that, and I don't want to sound like the Joe Budden podcast, but it just so happened that we share the same thoughts. So I'm just going to say it. It's like they have a nice system. And you see like those artists, they'll tweet about being frustrated, but I think they're just frustrated with the business itself, not frustrated with the label.
I gotta say it's Griselda Records. Hands down.
Really? Over TDE?
Over TD, hands down, Griselda. Benny the Butcher, Conway, Westside Guns, 38 Special. Every one of them, super bar heavy. Not a bad album has came out of that camp. And they are just
TDE, same shit though.
and they slowly just bubbling. They're not a household name today.
Right.
I guarantee, but before the end of 2019, everybody gonna know.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Do you think that style of rap can be a household name though?
That style of rap,
I mean, that's a rap we grew up on.
that style of rap is gonna be prominent in 2020.
And it's funny you said that because I did in that Texas DJ group that asked where do you see music going in the next year or so. I see a return to the boom bap.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna
I
be
definitely
like.
see a return. To
I
the
think
boom bap.
people are really gonna start paying more respect to their pen game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think you know, and this ain't gonna sound right, but oh well. You know what I think started off? Offset. I think he started when he went on the Breakfast Club, and I mean it was already starting before him, but who made it? I think he's the one that's gonna make it. That's gonna make niggas say, "Oh shit, now I gotta rap." You know what I'm saying? When he said, "Yo, we gotta get off that lean shit, we gotta get off that drug shit, start getting the more shit that has better content," I think it's gonna make either you gonna shit or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna rap or get off the pot, and I just think that Offset doing that is going to cause a lot. It's going to start a lot of these rappers that I know can rap. They just lazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's throw the beat on, say whatever, and then run with it. And I don't think it's gonna fly no more.
Thank God.
For real.
All right, so what you got? I'll let you start off today.
So on some serious shit, I had a conversation with myself, and the question I asked, and I started to ask of you, why haven't you given up yet, as far as DJing, brand building, etc.?
Because I'm a creator. And I would never stop just, I'm always thinking of a way how I can make additional income.
Right.
I was once told that in order to become a millionaire, you got to have seven different streams of income coming in.
Halfway there, baby.
So
My bad.
So my thing is this, how we're starting to try to get into the clothing and all that stuff.
Right.
I'm already brainstorming different designs. I was actually watching a video of how to have your own screen print.
I got remind me to talk to you about that offline too.
Yeah. So it's fairly cheap, like $120 for like a screen print thing. I can set that up in my garage and get to it.
Get to it, right?
Yeah. Cut out the middleman. You know. So yeah, I'm always. There would never be a day that goes by where I'm not thinking of a different way how I can, try to make some kind of money.
Got you. So with that being said, is it just the money for you, or do you just think it's something that you can't stop doing?
Both, because I'm trying to set it up where my kids don't have to work as hard as I've had to work. So leave them something to build off of. So if I can establish, say, get this clothing line popping, or somehow become an exec or something like that. Yeah, that's something that they can gravitate to. They can learn the business and then just take it to the next
So
step.
build generational wealth.
That's it, bro.
Got you. I think for me, the reason why I haven't given up or stopped yet is I just love it too much.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm really stupid passionate about
Yeah,
it.
you know what I mean? It's just, and for me, it's never really been about the money because I never really saw myself making money off of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and what people don't understand is like, look, I'll do your party, I'll do your wedding, I'll do your event for free. Like, if you want to be honest, I'll party for free, but my time is my time. You know what I'm saying? My equipment is my equipment, and that shit
Exactly.
costs.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're paying for my time. You're never paying me you're never paying me to be at your place or whatever, but you're paying me for my time because my time is priceless. Now, can I really put a price line or a price tag on my time? No, I can't. But any price that I give you, that's a freaking bargain. That's a deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Any price that I quote you is a good price. If I tell you it's $1,500 for me to come rock your event, it's $1,500 for me to come rock your event. You know what I'm saying? Because my time is priceless.
Set your price, live
Your life, exactly. And another reason why I won't quit is because I feel like it is something that I have to do. As far as podcasting, as far as DJing, I feel like there's something that's drawing me to it. And especially since me being a one DJ since I could remember, like before, I mean, just way back in the day, in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? As you sitting here talking, it made me think. And, it's not to sound cocky or conceited.
Nah, you got it.
Nothing like that. I'm good at it.
Oh, of course.
That's it. Like,
Okay.
I think even though, we're still in the infant stages of the podcast, I think we're pretty good at that. I think I'm pretty nice, on the ones and twos.
You all right, nigga.
I'm the world famous nigga.
You all right. Nigga. Toot, nigga. But my last point.
Hey, I ain't trying, I don't mean to, pat myself on the back and nothing like that. But, hey.
Your arms too short any fucking way. That's why they call you T-Rex with them short ass arms, nigga. Nah,
So this is where we're going today. All right? I'm glad you let me know.
hey, it is.
I'm
what it
glad
is.
you let me know. This is how we doing this. today.
Exactly. But and the last thing was I remember watching Jay-Z in an interview a long time ago, and it really made me start. It really made me. Every time I think about it, it makes me think about what I want to get out of DJing. Now we start podcasting and just what we're trying to do in the future, et cetera. He said, and I don't know if he's the originator of this quote, but I heard it from him, so I'm quoting him. He says, everyone has genius level talent, right? Like there's genius level talent within everyone in the world.
Brains.
Talent. Notice I said talent.
I'm the brains, but keep going.
But he said everyone has genius level talent, but not everyone knows how to tap into it. And that's what's driving me. That's what's pushing me. That's why I haven't given up yet. And the fact that I sat on DJing for probably 20 plus years because I wanted to do it as a kid. I sat on that dream for so long, and now finally starting to realize it and finally being just passionate about it, it's like, okay, maybe this is my genius level talent, and I may not have genius level ability, but in my mind, this is just me having genius level talent. You know what I'm
feel you.
saying? So what you got though, man?
All right, so check this out. I read a interesting article. I want to say it was yesterday. Dude that was in solitary confinement in prison cuts off his own junk and flushes it down the toilet.
How long was he in solitary for?
He was in solitary for 5 months. So,
Damn.
so do you think they need to do away with solitary confinement?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
people, we wasn't made. Our physical makeup wasn't for us to be alone.
No, not at all.
And when a person is stuck in a box by themselves,
Right.
that's the worst time because that's when the devil can play tricks with your mind
Right.
and everything like that. So
Yeah, that's I can't imagine. Like, how can you relieve that stress when it comes? I know that's probably not a thing you're thinking about when someone cuts off their junk, but I just can't imagine. What my question would be, what was going on in his mind, regardless of the outcome? Like, what was driving him to that point to
right.
cut that
So
off?
do you think because like if you think about like say for instance Khalif Browder too, a lot of times they
But his is even worse. He was in jail for absolutely nothing.
for nothing.
So I ain't mean to cut you off.
No,
but-
you good. It's just one of them things, man. Like they really need to take a deeper look into how like these prisoners are being treated. The whole solitary confinement thing. I know people look at like prison as one of them things where they did the crime, so now they got to do the time or whatever. But
Right.
at the end of the day, man, it's all about humanity.
Yeah. And and you mentioned humanity. I think a lot of times people look at people that are in prison as not being humans, as not being people.
They look at
Now-
them like as animals, and they
Right,
treat it,
exactly.
and they treat them as such.
Now, not saying that if they committed the crime, that they don't deserve to be in prison. But I think there is a way to prisons. You know what I'm saying? I know that may not make sense, but there's a way for that to happen. There's a way to prison somebody.
It
for lack of a better
needs to
term.
be some sort of prison reform.
Exactly. It should, and for me, prison should be about rehabilitation, right? It should be about, even if a person is never getting out, right? It should still be about rehabilitation, how to make this person a better person. Even though, they may be still in the confines of that prison or confines of that prison or whatever, they may never get parole. But it's one thing for their body to be there, but when their mind gets there, ain't no telling what happened, what that person may do, and that's probably why he did that.
We're the only country who don't rehabilitate the people that we have locked up.
And that's terrible.
We're the richest company in the world. I mean, the richest nation in the world.
I don't believe that. I don't. I believe, honestly, I honestly believe we have the perception
Right.
of being the richest country in the world. But are we the richest country in the world? I don't think so by far. We may crack the top 10. And I'm being honest, we may crack the top 10 because, and the reason why we're not that rich, or the reason why we're not the richest company in the world, is because of greed.
Yeah.
Is because of greed. And I'm not a communist, I'm not a socialist, none of that. But what I don't understand, I'm not an economic person. I didn't major in economics. I took economics in high school, that's as far as it goes. But I don't understand, the more you empower somebody to buy, the more that they will buy, and that will help the economy grow. Is from in my mind and my perception and my theory on the whole thing. Like if I'm your boss, right?
Right.
And I'm making $100,000, and I say, you know what, I'm gonna give T a raise. So what's T gonna do with that raise is he may buy a bigger home, or he may invest in other companies, thus causing the economy to grow. But you got the you got the top 1% that's just keeping this, and then it's throwing out pennies, like Jeff Bezos on Amazon, right? They made $11 billion and they ain't paid a bit of taxes. How is that fair? Well, that's the thing I read online.
Right.
I don't know if it's true or not. I didn't do the research. So if it's fake news, whatever. It's my opinion. And I ain't gonna go there, but it's my opinion, right? So if this is true, if he made $11 billion and didn't pay a lick in taxes, and here I'm making whatever, and I get a tax bill that says $4,000, something is fucking definitely wrong with that situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind paying taxes. If my taxes is going to improve education, let me see where education is being improved. If my taxes is going to fixing roads, let me see where their roads are being fixed. If my taxes is going to help somebody that may need medical insurance that can't afford it, okay, cool. Let me see that person is being taken care of.
Right.
Not if I make $11 billion, I pay zero in taxes. That's fucking crazy.
Like, how is that right?
Exactly.
You know, here we are, upper middle class, and we're paying more than some of these billionaires.
Exactly. And I don't want to hear that, charitable donation bullshit. I make charitable donations too. My president is the president. Shout out to Kanye. My president is the president, so kiss my ass, right? Nah, but it's unfair, bro. You know what I'm saying? This perception of, oh, America this, America that. No, it's not. It's not at all, because there's no way I can ride past veterans all day and see that they're homeless under the bridge downtown in San Antonio.
Exactly.
That's not fucking the wealthiest country in the world. Sorry. And I didn't mean to get off. My bad. What was the time? What was the damn?
Yeah, you good, bro. You good.
I started going to my own thoughts, right? But yeah, I can't. I'm not rolling with that. We the richest nation in the world. We have so much fucked up shit going on, and so.
All right, something else. Rest in peace to all the people who got shot up in was it New Zealand?
New Zealand, yeah,
Yeah.
the Christchurch Mosque or something like that.
All right. Do you think there is a direct correlation with homegrown terrorists?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. And the thing that upsets me is the last word they want to use is terrorism, right? The last word they want to use is terrorism. Reverse the roles. Reverse the roles, and let that have been a Muslim person that had pulled off that attack in a Christian church or a Catholic church, etc. You know what I'm saying? Let that have been a Muslim that had done that, or what they perceive as a Muslim is doing that. The first thing they would have said is a terrorist has done such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That would have been the first. Terrorists would have been plastered everywhere. Terrorists, breaking news, terrorist attack. And the same shit with Dylan Roof and all these other, Sandy Hook and, you know what I'm saying, the Parkland shootings. It's never terrorism when it comes to those individuals. But it's always terror. It's always terrorism when it's dealing with the Muslim, etc. That's bullshit.
All right, so I'm going to read something to you. It says murders by white supremacists doubled in 2017, then went up another 182% in 2018. When Trump said he doesn't see this as a growth, this growth as a problem, it's not an accident; it's an oversight.
It's not an oversight. It's I want to change the narrative.
He means he sees the growth, but he doesn't deem it as a problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the narrative. I'm gonna make it to where, hey, we're not gonna call it this. We're gonna call it something else. But everybody with a brain knows that's terrorism. I mean, what's the definition? Look up what's the definition of terrorism? I mean, I don't understand. Like, how can you not? It's okay to call them terrorists. It's not. I mean, it's because they look like you don't want to call them terrorists.
All right, I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
The definition of terrorism is as such: the unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims.
So, what was that New Zealand shooter? A terrorist.
Yeah.
I mean, bottom line, and it's just so frustrating. Like,
I don't mean to cut you off.
You good?
But did you see his picture when they had him in handcuffs?
I saw it, but I don't remember it.
All right, he was throwing up the white.
Oh yeah, I saw the little gang sign he was throwing up. Right,
Man,
if that's not a sign of the bullshit, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you would be arrogant enough after just committing that mass, you know what I'm saying, atrocity, that you would freaking have the the mindset that's like, you know what, I'm gonna keep repping, I'm gonna keep repping, gang, right? You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't understand how could you not call it terrorism? How could you not? And that's a slap in the face to the victims. You know what I'm saying? You supposed
big time.
and you're supposed to be, oh yeah, land, come give me your whatever, give me your hungry. That's supposed to be the slogan for America. Give me your whatever. But when some bullshit happened, all of a sudden now you can't categorize the ones that are committing to these terrorist acts. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. It's just
once again, this is not a political podcast, but these are just like some things that had came out in the news, and I was thinking about or whatever. So, let's get off of this.
yeah. Before I get mad.
All right, so
Before I turn green in this bitch.
hold on. I really got to get your insight on this one.
What's up?
All right, so you know the Leaving Neverland documentary, right?
Man, again?
Again.
All right, what up?
All right. MJ's kids are talking about suing the accusers, right?
Why not?
Okay, but the problem is none of his kids look like MJ, nigga. So,
I mean, because they don't look like him, they can't sue. I
Bruh.
mean,
this,
look like the mailman.
bruh,
Man, I'm not laughing with you with that.
what, blanket looking like a sheet now?
Did you say sheet?
Yeah, but blanket a quilt.
Oh, man. Not even a fitted sheet, son.
He a Lucy, bro.
Your pillowcase. I mean, hey, man. I mean, what? I mean, why not? I mean, if they feel like that's gonna make them feel better about the crap, I mean, that is their dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Regardless, we know we joking or whatever. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. But, well, I mean, if that's what they feel they need to do it. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? You know how I am, dog. It's certain shit I just don't give a fuck about. And sorry, Wade. I mean, I feel something may have happened. Like I said, I hope they weren't. I mean, I don't want to call them liars, but it is what it is at this point. I mean, you can't make a documentary like that about a person that's gone. I'm
Right.
sorry. That doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I had a question for you though.
Talk to me.
Another serious question. Do you ever think about not succeeding or achieving your goals?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Why not?
Because I'm going to keep going at it until I achieve my goals, however long it takes me to get there. Like, if I put my mind, to it or whatever, I'm gonna, make sure I'm the best at doing it. I may not be like the best technical.
But
DJ.
you're world famous. You about to get in your bag, fam. Go ahead.
Hey, you about to get this work, son. Work this.
Do you, homie?
All right, so check it. So once I put my mind to it, I'm not gonna stop. I may not be the best technical DJ or whatever, but I could rock any party with the best of them. I may not be the best, when it comes to in this podcast realm or whatever, but I'm gonna make sure that I keep. However many viewers we get, or however many listens we get, we're gonna make sure we keep them highly entertained.
Right.
And as I'm doing this, I'm constantly gonna be learning and studying in order to be one of the greats. And just because I'm the world famous or whatever, I'm gonna make sure that I live up to this moniker. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I hear that drop, I'll be like, man, here this nigga go. Yeah. And I can't help but laugh.
Bro, like if you don't believe in yourself, who will? You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that.
Right.
Man.
So so when I start calling myself the world famous, like I don't even know how long it's been, and you niggas be cracking on me every time I say it. Oh, okay. in my mind, and you know, in the book of my legacy,
Right.
the way it's being written right now,
Right. I'm real famous, baby.
that's it, baby.
Nah, and all actuality, no jokes aside, and I ain't pole jocking or nothing. If as long as you believe it, that's all that matters.
That's
bro.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in that shit. If I believe I'm dope, I'm dope. However, if I get a bunch of motherfuckers saying, "Maul, you suck," I may reevaluate my stance. I might just say, "Well, damn, why are they saying that?" But for the most part, man, it's all about what you believe in yourself.
One of the best lines I heard in the record, it was by Evidence. He said, "If you could see it in your mind, you could hold it in your hand."
That's hard. That's what's up. That's hard.
So
boys.
and you know, and that's how, you know, that's the words I live by. Like, as long as I could, you know, I could see it, I know I can achieve it. And you know, it's gonna, you know, even have to go through hell or high water or whatever. I
You go
ain't
through
gonna-
having 6 listens in a week, right?
Fam, we ain't even gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, and I asked that question because, again, another conversation I've had with myself. It's like, I don't think I can ever fully achieve my goals. And I'm talking about overall as all of them.
Right.
Only because there's so much in this life that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that I want to achieve. And to me, that's not a bad thing. Because I feel like as long as I'm fully always in pursuit of them, I'll never settle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like as long as like a small goal was seeing, or I said more or less, more of a bucket list item, but was seeing the DJs that we saw, right? Was seeing Z Trip for the second time. Yes, I saw Z Trip twice. I like to brag about that shit for the DJs out there. But finally seeing Jeff and Scratch Bastard, et cetera, right? Seeing all those dope DJs was always a goal of mine. Now my goal is to see them again because I just want, you know what I'm saying? It's like you fed me once, I want to be fed again, pause, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And I know that's not really a goal type, but I look at it as a goal. So when I look at goals, like I'm always in the pursuit of something. Even it could be it's a scratching technique. It could be a transition. It could be whatever. I'm always in pursuit of something. And as far as when it comes to failure, like personally, I don't believe in failure. And I tell myself I've never failed in my life.
Yeah.
Like I say, the reason why I say I never failed in my life because I'm still alive and breathing. And as long as I'm alive, I can keep trying. Now I may have stopped doing something. Doesn't mean I failed at it. I don't think so. Because at any given moment, I could pick right back up in the pursuit of that thing that I stopped doing.
Right.
So I always feel like I've never failed in my life. And I told a younger airman this a long time ago. I was like, hey, man, stop looking at it as fail. You as long as you keep trying, you can never fail. Not to sound like a cliche or some bullshit, like a Hallmark card, but I don't want to go down that road.
I was just about to say.
Right, cue the music, right? Nah, but I've always said, I've learned to tell myself, as long as I'm alive, as long as I can keep pursuing it, I've never failed in my life. That's just how I feel about it.
All right, I got something for you.
What's up?
What's your thought on clout chasing?
Another social media, another side effect of social media.
Okay, and the reason why I asked that, right, because of, you know, a few things has happened throughout the week, right, with the YBN J joint, Rosario Dawson she comes out talking about she's dating
Cory Booker.
Cory Booker.
What was wrong with that though? Like I didn't see what was the big deal with that. If I mean y'all dating, it is what it is.
And yeah, I don't know. I think like the timing of it, maybe.
Got you.
Because he had said he was running for president or whatever. Then the Yes Jules interview or whatever. So
I watched it, and my only beef was she should have never mentioned Scotty Beam. She should have never mentioned Karen Civil. That was my only beef. My beef was with Mook. Mook came off like a monkey. Let's just call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
came off like a monkey. Like I understood it was. I'm a firm believer in certain conversations don't take place in public. You know what I'm saying? Like there's many conversations that we have, but we do not share on this podcast, and we will never share on this podcast.
Mook came off as someone who was just like itching for the spotlight.
Right.
Fam,
Itching for that hot take or that headline.
he looked like a complete idiot
Big time.
throughout that whole interview.
Big time. And like I said, I had no real issue with Yes Jews said. I even when she broke down her whatever you want to freestyle, whatever it's her rap, I understood what she was saying, but I think more of it was more. It was more to me. It was more so who she was than what she said, because she already got smoke out there in the Twitterverse and real life smoke out there. But I think if someone else would have said it in a different setting, it wouldn't have been a big of an issue.
Okay, so how many times are we gonna keep shooting her bail though?
I'm not shooting her no bail. Like all the smoke she get from Scotty and Karen, she deserves.
But like what I'm saying is this, like how long or how many times are we gonna keep making an excuse, for what this white girl is doing?
I feel you.
Like,
But I'm just saying, and just my opinion on that interview was just the reason why it came off so crazy was more so Mook than her.
all right, listeners, if you guys don't know what the hell we're talking about, go on YouTube, look up Yes Jules and Murder Mook interview or whatever.
It's about 40 minutes in if you want to fast forward. But I wouldn't fast forward because you had the whole backstory. But
and then you give us your thoughts or whatever. Because little backstory with Yes Jules or whatever. She's made some questionable decisions.
Very.
She posted a picture of some shirt that she did.
had the word nigger on it.
Yeah, mind you, this is a white girl now. Then she asked the question, should she wear this shirt or not? And then what was the other thing she did? I know she was a part of the whole Fire Festival thing.
I mean, we don't get too far on who she is, but do your research, look it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She was an influencer. She threw a lot of parties, and she came up and basically she came up in a promotion game, starting out in Florida, in Miami, right? But like I said, I'm not shooting in her bail, but I think the Karen Civil stuff, the Scotty Beam stuff, keep those names out of your mouth. That's why a lot of people are coming for you. But to me, the majority of the smoke should go towards. I mean, and she spoke against Joe Budden and Sin, in which if there is an issue, y'all can handle that shit offline. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't bring that. Don't throw it out there like that. But for me, the reason why this interview is what it is because of Mook. It's because of Mook. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you good.
just because of Mook's actions.
All right.
But back to we ain't finished cloud chasing installations. That was your take.
No. Hold on.
What's up?
Because I'm about to throw another name in the bucket.
What's up?
Jess Hilarious.
What about her? I'm not in this is just Jay Millie's opinion.
DJ Jay Millie.
Right? I'm not that big of a Jess Hilarious fan.
Neither am I.
So it's not. I mean, I've seen her in some funny stuff. I've seen her do some funny stuff, and it's like, okay. I mean, all right. She's not on my radar, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't nobody, but I'm just saying, like, I don't follow what she really does.
I don't think she's very funny. Contrary to popular, opinion either. I don't think Country Wayne is very funny either.
I like his skits. I'd never seen his stand-up, but word on the street, his stand-up was pretty funny. But I like his skits. I would go see him just to see if he's funny. If he's funny as the skits are, excuse me, I would go see. But I mean, there's a million other comedians that I would see over them. So
the reason why I brought up Jess Hilarious is because I don't know if you guys know, right after the New Zealand shooting, she was getting ready to board a flight. It was 4 guys that got on the plane with her with turbans on, and she had those.
Oh,
yeah. So she had them guys kicked off. And then she proceeded to go on her live or Snapchat or whatever, and we just letting them dudes have it.
see, we can't, and that's we can't do that. And I say we as a black community, we can't cry about, or I shouldn't say cry. That's the wrong choice of words. But we can't scream about racial profile and then turn around and profile somebody.
Exactly.
You cannot do that. You cannot scream about, and I hate this narrative that black people can't be racist. Yes, you may not have the power to discriminate against somebody because based on just the positions that we hold, it's hard to deny somebody else a job, etc. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what discrimination is. You're denying someone something that they want based off their characteristics, being race, sex, color, etc. Right? But black people can be just as prejudiced as white as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And you can't scream about equality and then turn around and do that bullshit. I'm sorry.
All right, so tell me this. If we was to give out first quarter awards, right, of the top, say, 5 people that we should cancel in the first quarter of 2019.
I'm not into canceling nobody, to be honest. I just don't gotta support you. I don't gotta click on your social media. I don't gotta play your music. I don't gotta follow you. I don't gotta give you a like or a heart. I don't gotta give you shit. So it's just like removing you. You don't exist to me.
Okay, so if you could remove 5 people from 2019 thus far, what 5 would it be? Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot too. So walk out on that ledge. Come join me.
I mean, to me, it's no ledge to walk on.
All right.
Because, and the reason why I say is because, like a lot of stuff that, if it's not someone that I'm actually invested in, meaning like they may do movies that I like, they may do TV shows that I like, they may have music that I like. If it's not someone like that, I don't give a shit.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even with R. Kelly, like I said before, I didn't really play his music. I only played his music if it was requested or if it it was requested. You know what I'm saying? Or was somebody played us at a wedding, then I play it. But for the most part, I didn't. He wasn't in my go-to list. You know what I mean? I mean, and even if I had to, like, say I had this to be stereotypical, say I had a black barbecue.
Yeah.
Right? Honestly, Kelly wouldn't be on the list. And it's not because he's just not on my radar like that. Like, and it's not to knock his music, even before all the bullshit. Not to knock his music, but it's just I wasn't checking for Kelly like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, as far as I wasn't, you know what I mean? I just gotta be honest. Even with Jess Hilarious thing, that's bullshit what she did. But I wasn't running to Facebook or YouTube to click on her profile page.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. Like, I don't care.
So speaking of R. Kelly,
We gonna finish cloud chasing?
we're gonna go back.
All right.
All right.
We ain't going back, nigga. You already know.
No, we're going back.
All right. Well, I don't want to talk about Kelly again.
No, hold on. I know you heard about
Here we go. This bullshit.
the fake 911 suicide pact that got called in.
What?
Yeah, like his girlfriends had called in 911, or somebody had called in 911 saying that they're about to commit suicide and all this other stuff.
For what?
All the heat that he catching.
Nah, that's news to me, bro. I don't follow none of that shit. Cause I'm like, my thing is, I done moved on, bro. Like, I done moved on. Like, let the cops handle that. Let them
Bruh.
families just go through this shit. I done.
Every other day is something new with that cat. Like,
I mean, I see the headlines, but I don't click on that shit, bro. Like, I don't. So you enlightening me right now. That's crazy.
as someone who is new into the media game, right? You need to start doing your due diligence.
I know, man. But that's just how I am, bro. Like,
No, I don't. You can't do that though.
I know I don't be giving a fuck about none of that shit.
Come on, man.
I just being honest, bro. Like, you right though. I mean, I'll take that scorning, but at the same time, it was just like, all right, let them handle that. We on to something else. You know what I mean? And it's not that we on to something else, meaning that we don't care about it, but at the same time, as negativity can take. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
All right, so go back to Cloud Chase.
well, with cloud chasing, like I said, I think it's just a side effect of social media.
And you know,
I want to get my name out there.
and a lot of times these kids, man, they don't realize like every 15 seconds something is going viral.
Easy.
So yeah, you may catch one and you may be hot, But within 48 hours, everybody gonna be forgot about
And
it.
that's just it. I think I said this a couple of podcasts ago. That 15 minutes of fame is turning to 15 seconds.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's literally because one thing goes viral, and then 15 seconds later, something else is going viral, and everybody's in this viral. It's like a viral virus.
We're in a microwave era, man. Like
You know what I'm
everything
saying?
is so quick,
It's
and,
like-
and it comes at you so quick. So
It's like a viral flu out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just an epidemic of wanting to go viral.
They're looking at it like, those 15 minutes of fame could possibly change my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're looking at it like the Catch Me Outside chick. She has a record deal.
And she has some songs.
She got some heat. I'm not even going
I don't
to
even go live.
She got some heat.
She got some heat. I'm like, yo, these writers, man, I hope they're getting paid well because they are manufacturing some dope artists, yo.
And then even like, what was the dude named? Boom Gang or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
They got a record deal and they out there doing their thing.
Which is,
I don't really check for their music like that.
yeah. But it's, but I wish both sides would be shown, though.
But right.
I wish both sides would be shown these young ones, you know what I'm saying? Show the younger kids, like, all right, you may see Boonk out here wilding, but you don't see when he in jail. You may hear about it, but you don't see.
What goes
And
on when-
if you've never, this is off the subject, if you've never visited a prison, right? If you've never visited a prison, if you have a kid that's wilding, take that kid and put him in and let him visit a prison. No scared straight, not no disciplinary stuff, but just take him one day, talk to a prison guard, because hearing that door slam, dog, is just scary. I visited a prison when I was preteen, right, in my teenage years or whatever, and hearing that clink, it sounded like your life is closing, bro. When we was going through the doors of the visitor center or whatever, and that clink, clink, I was like, what the fuck was that? It was the door closing.
Wow.
And I say scared straight, bro. Like if that noise don't scare that kid straight, you got a problem. Because I'm telling, when I say it sound like your life closing on you,
Right.
that's what it sounded like, bro. So all y'all out there following Boonk Gang and want to be famous for doing dumb shit, visit a prison, and then after they shut that door, try to talk to one of them prisoners and see what they say to you. But anyway, yeah, cloud chasing, it's a virus, man, and just like everybody wants to keep catching it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It is what it is, bro. My bad. I am the talent.
All right. So speaking of viruses, right?
What's up?
What's the worst time you ever had the BGs?
What? Fam, I think one time I was on the way either home or to the gym, son. And man, like I think I sweated through my shirt, yo. I sweated through my shirt. I mean, I know we talked about this on, I think it was episode 4, Poop Chronicles or whatever. But man, it was just bad, bro. Like, and you know how traffic is around here on 35, son. That shit will stop on your ass for no reason. And it was just like, yo, I kept shifting in my seat, fam. You never had it bad enough to where like your toes start tingling, my nigga. Like my feet fell asleep, son, from clenching so hard. Yo.
Fam, the worst time ever. This was many moons ago, right? Good.
Oh.
I was out on this date.
Ooh.
And we went ate Italian food or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big Italian food fan, for one. So we ended up going back to that spot or whatever. And,
What spot was this? And I hope it's not here in San Antonio because I know to avoid.
No. We left the restaurant, go back, we're kicking it, right? And all of a sudden, son,
Bad Moon Rising.
the bagpipes got to playing, my nigga. Brrr.
It's the world famous DJ T-Rex.
Fam, I am sitting there and I'm like, it was like, you know how Lone King Polly was when he was sitting there sweating from eating.
That's what I'm saying, bruh.
Bruh.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, how can I get up out of here? Leave, go handle my business.
And come back.
And come back.
Hey,
I was like, hey, I forgot something in the car. I need to go outside. I couldn't get to that Chevron across the street quick enough, son.
really?
I got going. You're like, yo, man, I need to use the bathroom. Like, can I get the key? Oh, you got to buy something. Like, I get it on my way out, bro. Like,
Right.
I need the key right now.
Right.
I go in there.
Release the hounds.
That was the nastiest bathroom.
Ugh.
I was like, oh, man. So, yeah, it was pretty bad.
You know, I just thought about something. I was in Phoenix, Arizona, and we was going to this club called Woody's. Shout out to my boy Deron, Jerry, Bryant, the whole crew. They know what time. They know what's up, right? So this is when White Zinfandel got popping, right?
Right.
You know, you try to look cool and shit with the White Zinfandel bullshit. Yeah, I was cheap, but whatever. So for some reason, we was pre-gaming at my boy Maurice's house. Shout out to my boy Mo. So we pre-gaming or whatever, and it has some Michelob. I don't even drink beer, right? I hate beer.
Nigga
But
over
for
here
some-
drinking Miller High Life.
Exactly. So I drank the Michelob, trying to be cool or whatever. You know, I'm the youngest one in the group or whatever, trying to kill with the big dogs. And then I drank that Zinfandel behind it. And then we got to the club, and they had these drinks called Long Beach iced tea.
Right.
Fucking amazing. Like, this drink is so good, bro. It's like Kool-Aid, but two of them and you done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I drank I drank the Long Beach in the club wilding, right? All of a sudden, my boy Rob, shout out to my boy Adrian, right? He looked at me, he's like, "Mom, what's wrong?" I was like, "Nick." He was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Boy, this is not good." He's like, "What's up?" I was like, "I go to the bathroom." He's like, "Go in the bathroom." I was like, "No, nigga."
You don't understand.
You know exactly. I gotta go. He was like, "Go, so go in the bathroom." Went in the bathroom. It was shit everywhere. Somebody had already done they due diligence. You know what I'm saying?
And they due diligence, right?
Exactly. Right. So we went back outside, and I think my boy Brian and my boy Deron was still out in the truck.
Right.
Right, so they was wanted to finish. You not buying drinks in the club. You bring it, drink in the parking lot, old school shit. So so somebody was like, "Ma, just go behind the truck." and boy, I was so drunk, dog. Like, so we had these towels we used to take in the club, to dry off. So I'll let you use your imagination. So I finished my business. I took the towel. There was like a barbed wire fence. So I thought I was throwing the towel over the fence, and the shit got caught on the barbed wire. Fam, so all my boys came out looking for me, right?
Right.
But they didn't realize I had made it back to the truck with Deron and Brian.
See, that child thought it was the SOS signal.
Fam. And my boy Deron was like, "Ma, I didn't mean for you to do that shit." Literally, I was like, "Nigga, you don't understand." It was either behind the truck or in your truck. Which one you rather have? And I mean, when I say I was smashed, dog, like, it was so bad, I didn't go back in the club. Like, I told them niggas, "Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna sleep in the truck." Straight up. They was like, "What you mean?" "Nigga, I'm going to sleep in the truck." And they left me out there, son. I was knocked. That was the best sleep I had.
So tell me this.
What's
the drunkest you ever been?
That was the drunkest I've ever been.
For real?
Yeah, that's one of the drunkest I ever. Like, when I say, like, I remember everything. I remember falling asleep. And I remember my boy said I pissed in his truck, but I don't think I did. I thought I opened the door and just kind of like rolled over. But he said when he
you probably pissed in his truck.
yeah, he's like, "Dog, I had piss all on my," because he had a 4Runner at the time. He's like, "Man, I had piss all on my 4Runner." He said, "I pissed on the seat." I'm like, "Nigga, for real?" He's like, "Yeah." And this how you know you got friends for life. Because he's like, "Man, I should beat your ass. I done cleaned up your piss and all kind of shit." So shout out to my boy Deron for doing it. You met Deron when he came here, yeah. Yeah, nigga. But yeah, man, that was probably one of the drunkest I've ever been. I was mad young too.
I
So.
want to say I was in tech school. The pregame had a few people come through. We
Good
had
old tech school.
We had 151. We had some Jack.
Why? 151 is enough.
We was young and dumb, fam. And we had like 2 other ballers in there. So we in my room, we pre-gaming or whatever, and we in there talking cash money. So we in there mixing the Jack and 151 together.
You trying to die?
Fam. So everybody left out of my room. It was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. So everybody like, all right, yeah, you better go ahead and start getting ready, whatever, right? So I lived on the 2nd floor. My cousin lived on the 1st floor. So I started walking down the stairs. Well, actually, I get to the stairs, and those stairs look like they were escalators.
Like it used to.
Fam. So I lean up against the wall, and I basically slide all the way down, right? I get to his room, and by the time I got there, I couldn't remember what I went down there for, right? So I end up going back upstairs to my room. I'm like, look, I just need to lay down for a second. Worst mistake in my life.
Yes, indeed. Young people, do not lay down when you're drunk. Get some water, get some Gatorade. Do not lay down because that room will start spinning on your ass. But my fault.
Fam, I laid down and it felt like
Merry-go-round.
I was at a carnival on one of those fast ass merry-go-rounds, bruh. So then I was like, oh my God, I gotta get up. So I got up, but I got up too quick.
Oh,
So it made it worse. I'm like, well, let me go ahead and let me just go hop in the shower.
try to
Maybe I'll feel better.
right.
Cut the water on, and I like to.
Cold.
No, I like to take hot
You
showers.
should take a cold one.
Young and dumb, right? So all that steam amplified, right? So by this time, I'm like, man, I need to sit down. So I sit. By this time, I'm completely butt ass, right? Sit on the toilet. All of a sudden, I got to throw up. Instead of just getting up and turning around and throwing up in the toilet, I just said,
Just
just let it go, right? So I was so drunk that I couldn't clean it up or whatever. So I threw it like 3 more times. So drunk I couldn't even clean it up. I just got trash bags and laid it on top of it for my roommate in case he needed to go.
Right.
So by the time I get out, I crawl back in bed or whatever, right? By this time, my cousin and my homeboys, they come in and they're banging on my door. Come on, fam, it's time to go, blah, blah, blah. I can't move. What you talking about? You can't. But nigga, you don't understand. I can't move.
I can't feel my legs right now, yo.
Then I was like, come on, man, open the door. Like, so I'm screaming at them, come get this poison out of here, right?
Take all this shit.
They was like, unlock the door, man, so I get the drink. Then I could hear the females that was with them were like, no,
Right.
open the door, blah, blah.
Nope.
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 You ain't coming in here tonight.
Exactly. I'll catch y'all in about 2 days. I think what? I take that back. I think one of the drunkest was in Alaska playing a fucking drinking game with them crew chiefs. And you know how crew chiefs get out. So we was playing this drink game called Fuck, right? And you had to go butt fuck harder than whatever, right? And pause, big time, right? So I walked in there, was doing shots of beer.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, get this shit out of here. So this is back when gin was popping, Seagram's gin, the cheap
the-
shit.
the
Exactly,
naughty head.
get on naughty head. So it was a bunch of us, right? And so I'm gonna go into my room and get the gin. Got and grab the. And why do we do? We TDY 2 weeks and you buy $50 worth of liquor. Like, fam, you're gonna be here 2 weeks, 10 days, relax.
You're here for 2 days. You got 9 bottles in your room. Like,
Exactly, right? So So I brought the gin out, whatever. Said the gin is like, we gonna play for real. So we had all red cups or whatever. And so a lot of people were like, nah, I'm still gonna take shots of beer.
Right.
But a couple of females, a couple other dudes was like, yeah, we gonna take shots of the gin with you. I'm like, bet. So I messed up, bang, took a shot, right? This female sitting next to me, she messed up. She was like, I don't know, this smell like pine needles. I was like, girl, took her shot. 3 shots in, I had already been drinking. Smashed, right? So the dude, one dude I was TDY with, he chewed the chewing tobacco.
Right.
And his spit cup was right next to my shot cup. So it's my turn, I messed up again, fam. Grabbed the spit cup, shot it, fam. And shot grabbed the spit cup and shot it, fam. And they was like, "Ma," I was like, I made a lot of. I was like, spit it back out and took a shot of the drink, dog. Yeah, I done some dumb shit. You asked.
Yeah,
I got more too, but I will leave that shit alone.
we ain't gonna speak about the rucker.
Yeah, buddy. Exactly, Fat Joe boys. But yeah, fam, your boy drunk. Spit chewing tobacco spit.
This nigga took a shit. A shot of the Charleston Chew.
Yeah, I done some dumb shit when I was drunk, fam, for real.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Oh man, let me see what else, bro. I hate to cover racism again, but I knew you saw that video with that white chick in the store, and she was calling this black couple nigger and all that kind of stuff in Connecticut. Yeah. So, short story long, it was this couple in the store in Connecticut.
Long story short.
I know, but I was like saying short story long.
Dyslexic.
I was like saying it is whatever, right? So short story long again, because I like saying it. They
We don't want the long words. Give me the cliff notes, nigga. Hurry up.
I'm the talent. Nah, but anyway, she was calling us. Something happened. I didn't see that. Of course, you never see the whole video, but my opinion is no need to go to the word nigga to begin with, right? So she started calling this black couple nigger in front of her kids. Come to find out, she's an educator in Connecticut, like she's some kind of elementary school teacher or something like that. And so she resigned from a job. And the reason why I brought it up is, for one, you're an educator.
Right.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you probably have African American, black students, Latino students, whatever, minority students in general, right? I'm going to go out on a limb and say you have those in your class.
Uh-huh.
How do you go from 0 to nigga so fast? And secondly, how do you go from 0 to nigga so fast in front of your kids? So now you have 2 kids like they're like elementary school age, right?
Right.
So now what are you telling your kids when you see black people call them niggas? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it goes into what I said before about generational racism.
Right.
And when kids come out, they don't know what color they are, they don't know what race they are. They just want to be loved, played with, have a good time, just be kids, right?
Exactly.
So now what are you teaching your young kids when it comes to the word or when it comes to race? You just automatically the first thing you go to is nigga this, nigga that. You know what I'm saying? And it pissed me off because it's like you're an educator, you should know better. You know what I'm saying? There's way more imaginative things you could have said to that couple. You know what I'm saying? Of how upset you are, etc. There's way more stuff you could have said to that couple, not nigger.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I already know, well, black people say all the time, well, guess what? That's black people. You know what I'm saying? Leave that alone.
Hey, so to piggyback off what you just said.
What's up?
I know you seen the thing about the student field trip.
Yeah.
And they had them kids out there picking cotton and singing.
The Negro spirituals? Bruh.
What is wrong with these folks, y'all?
Man, look. As I said previously, it's gonna come a time, right?
DJ Jay Millie.
It's gonna come a time when you're gonna say the right thing to the wrong person, or the wrong thing to the right person, however you want to call it, right? And you're gonna do something to somebody's kids. You're gonna talk about somebody. You're gonna just do the wrong thing, and it's going to jump the fuck off, yo. Pardon my French. It's gonna jump off. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing that no one can stop from that person from getting on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So to do that, again, it goes back to dealing with kids. What are you telling that kid? What are you telling those kids? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when the lady said, you would have been picking. It's like, what is your point in saying that dumb shit? You know what I'm saying? What is your point? What were you trying to prove? What was your thought process behind that?
Man, like, look, we're in 2019 now. Like, for real.
I feel like it's going backwards.
We need to be advancing forward, right? As one. And, you know, damn the color, all that or whatever. But, like, it's too much.
Morgan Freeman said something a long time ago on 60 Minutes. And I forgot the interviewer said, and I use it on one of my mixes too. He was like kind of talking about racism, whatever. And Morgan Freeman said, you know how we put an end to racism, stop talking about it. He was like, the dude was Jewish.
Right.
He's like, I won't call you Jewish, you don't call me black. I forgot the reporter's name. You'll be who you are, and I'll be Morgan Freeman. And when I saw that the first time, a long time ago, it didn't dawn on me. Mm-hmm. Then when I saw it again, just because of what I do, you know what I'm saying? When I saw it again, I was like, damn, that make a lot of sense, right? I shouldn't look at you as Alec. Oh, I don't call you by your government. I shouldn't look at you.
It don't matter.
I should look at you
I'm the
as
world famous, nigga.
Hey, this nigga. I shouldn't look at you as Alex, right?
Right.
I mean, I should look at you as the African American guy, or black guy. That's Alex.
Right.
I should just look at you as Alex. Remove the descriptive. Remove this. Like, look
The
at me.
adjective, yeah.
I'm just Jamal, and he was saying I'm just Morgan Freeman. You're the one that's putting that label of being black on me. You know what I'm saying? And that leads me to a point to where I want to write a book, and I'm not going to tell you what the name of the book is because I don't want nobody stealing my ideas. I'll tell you later. But I want to write a book about racism. You know what I'm saying? And the reason is because I just hate I hate for someone to say, and I get caught up saying this sometimes too. Oh yeah, that one black dude. Oh yeah, that one white dude. Like, it can't just be that one dude or that one guy, that one woman, that one girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so engraved in our society that we automatically just put that you know what I'm saying, that adjective or that description on a person. And I'm just sick of this shit, bro.
I feel you. Can I get on my soapbox for a second?
Please.
It's completely off of this, though.
Okay. Everything's off of this. Pause.
All right. One of the things that really grind my gears, though,
You know what really grinds my gear? Shout out to Mo, man. What up?
is when I'm in the supermarket and I get stuck behind somebody that's writing a check.
You
Fam,
serious? Where the hell did that come from, yo?
because it just happened yesterday. I got 2 items.
You was in Walmart, wasn't you?
No, I was at H-E-B.
Oh.
So, lady comes up. She know,
Did she write up over to get cash out?
if you already know you writing a check, why the cashier is scanning your stuff? Break out your pen,
Right.
break out your checkbook, get the writing, right?
Right.
Don't wait till you see the dollar
She
amount.
probably wanted to see, she make sure she had enough. We already had that discussion. She wanted to make sure she had enough.
Even if she didn't, she probably still could have floated it.
Boy, remember them? Let me stop. Fam, that E1, E2, E3 pace.
going to the supermarket, going to the BX,
What? Float on.
straight for some D's.
Fair. You're, bruh. Oh my God, I'll get you started on them floating days. If you don't know what we talk about, you ain't old enough. This conversation is not for you. Fam.
Yeah.
All I could do is laugh because I was the float king.
Ditto, man. Ditto.
Fam. I probably still got some out there right now. From 15 years ago, so I just floated, my nigga. Oh, shit. Oh, man, that's funny.
But yeah.
Floating, fam. Why you Oh, man.
But yeah, that's the one. And then, you know, no, then when she gives the check out,
Yeah.
the little check reader thing, it never reads it right on the first time.
No.
It don't even read it right on the second
Got
time.
the skin out, yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I got two things. Got like a can of beans.
Self-checkout, son.
They don't have self-checkout at HEB.
You right. Damn, you right. You right. They don't. Well, go to Walmart, nigga.
I hate Walmart.
Too bad. But damn.
Don't get me started on Walmart.
That floating check shit. I used to. Forgive me, y'all. Y'all understand shit was real.
Bruh.
Write that check on Friday. You already know you was good for the weekend.
Paydays on Tuesday.
You was good for the weekend.
You know
son.
they ain't gonna take the checks to the bank
Hell
on
nah.
the weekend. So you
Hey,
good.
on the cool, Walmart got smart though. Walmart got smart. They had it to where it would automatically come out like that, fam. So I had to stop going to Walmart. I started going to Bilo. Shout out to East Coast. Y'all know what time it is. I started going to Bilo with the float. So you Walmart, it'd be like they was, because Walmart, you wouldn't even have to sign it. Like they would just scan it.
Yeah.
And then it was almost like a debit card.
Right.
They would just scan the joint and it would come back, sir. I'm like, oh shit. You can't imagine
Be like,
getting
yeah.
your check declines.
You ain't got enough in your bank account to cover this?
Make it enough. Yeah, so Walmart got smart. Like, I don't know how they did it. Like, it was like, it wasn't, the thing was, it wasn't, for some reason, it wasn't at every register. It was at certain registers to where they would scan it, and it was like a debit card. Like, you go check your account, that shit already came out, fam.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. My bad, yo. That shit is comedy to me, dog.
Yeah, the good old days.
The good old days. You float the check now, you won't get embarrassed.
Can I have a manager? Can I have a manager to aisle 3? Manager to register 3, please. This broke ass nigga over here trying to cash his check. And he ain't got no money in his
man.
account to cover it? Yes.
Oh, my gosh, yo.
That's funny, though.
Man.
Let me see. I'm going through my docket to see what else I got.
Yeah, I think we touched on everything I had.
Yo, I got one more big shout out. I'm going to shout out my man Manny Fresh.
Freaking fresh.
Yeah, he's the newest member to the Broken Eaters podcast. He is our new videographer. Is that what it's called? Yeah, videographer. Yes, videographer. Shout out to my man. He is now on payroll. Even though we're not making any money, he's gonna be making money. But yeah, shout out to my man. It's such a pleasure that to have him on board now.
What's up, fresh as that term, baby?
Geared up, bro. But yeah,
And shout out to Steven too, Kai Camaro, yo,
most definitely.
Yeah,
Salute.
shout out to him,
Yeah.
man, for real. He be hitting us up and showing love. My boy Bobby Austin too, out in College Station, Texas. Shout out to him as well. He always sharing the podcast, always giving me feedback and stuff. And
hey,
shout out to him, bro.
shout out to my boy Amir.
Yeah, fuck them Redskins, the Redskins.
HTTR baby.
EAD.
Yeah, he listens every week. He gives me, all the pros and cons of what we did through
Right.
throughout through the podcast. So
Yeah.
we're listening, homie. We're listening. I
Trust me.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Let me see who else he forgetting. Oh, AJ too. Shout out to my boy AJ.
Oh yeah.
We always listening. Shout out to Mo, Mike Thompson. Shout out to my boy GZ out in the UK. Who else he missing?
Man, just thank you,
Everybody.
thank you to everybody because I don't want to be calling out names
Yeah.
and forget somebody.
I'm gonna try to get all the shout outs in that I can because I appreciate it.
Oh,
bro.
shout out to my boy DJ Soldier.
Yeah. See, you forgetting, bro.
I'm proud of you, homie. Proud of you. You
And
gotta
why?
get-
And I'm mad we ain't get no invite yet neither, nigga. But I'm gonna leave it at
My
that.
boy be in Denver at the end of the month.
Yeah, salute, bro.
Salute. What you got this week?
Man, yeah. Let's try to finish this mix, bro, and get ready for this weekend, homie. Dallas, baby.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I gotta work on my mix for my Tuesday Welcome to Jurassic World mix show. Tuesdays, my
Famous Radio Live.
It's on Famous Radio Live. It's at 7 p.m. now. So new time change, new time slot, doing big things. You know what I'm saying, baby? You know where to catch me at on Friday nights. I'll be at Agave Bar. My man Jay Miller would be at Fourth Quarter on Friday. He has his mix show, the No Playlist mix show on Wednesdays at what time?
4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. We will be in Dallas on Saturday to attend Maul's Master Podcast.
Yes, Maul from the Joe Budden podcast.
Maul from the Joe Budden Podcast.
Definitely looking forward to that. Learn something.
So maybe we can learn a few things and try to implement it in what we're doing. So be sure to follow us on the Broken Needles Podcast IG page, Broken Needles Podcast YouTube page, which will be launching this week. So that way you can get video footage of this. Since my man Manny Fresh is on board, you know what I'm saying?
We gotta get Manny a drop, son.
Big time.
Fresh? What's your I done called the boy Fresh. Well, you Fresh from now on, son. Fresh, what's your IG and all that, man? Come here, man. Get on the mic. Pause.
Yeah, come over here.
You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Manuel Huddleston, MANUE.
We ain't say get on the camera, nigga. Nah.
No, we went. Go, man. Come on.
MANUELHUDDLESTON. I go by the name of M9 also, but it's all good. Manny Fresh.
There you go. I'm gonna call M9 M Fresh. You M Fresh now, my nigga.
M9, aka Manny Fresh, aka Manuel Huddleston.
Exactly.
He's the newest team member of the Broken Needles Podcast. Please be sure to follow our Facebook page, the same name, our IG page, our YouTube page, and be sure to follow me at DJ TEERECKZ. All social media platforms except for Snapchat. I don't do that.
Yeah, follow me at DJJMillie05 on Instagram, IG, JMillie05 on Twitter, and just J Millie, DJ J Millie on Facebook. Again, please follow us on our platforms, and the way to get a hold of us is either through IG or on Gmail at the Broken Needles Podcast. at gmail.com. That's the Broken Needles Podcast at Gmail. All feedback, good, bad, and different. We ask for feedback just because we're trying to get better, and we're still babies at this. We have no idea what we're doing. We have issues every time we try to record, so it may start at one time, but trust me, we've tried 15 times to get it right before we even press the record button.
So whether you just want to send us an email to say what up, whatever, or tell Jay Miller the EAD.
Well, I got an EAD, son.
Hey, we appreciate it. All right, so you got anything else?
That's it, bro. We got to the end pretty quick. I can dig it.
All right, I can dig it too. And
It's the world famous DJ.
hey, keep going.
It's the world famous DJ T
The
Red.
world,
Man, you don't get to hear that weak ass drop. Yeah.
And in the mix with DJ J Millie.
Hold up.
DJ Jay Millie.
I'm a talent, so I gotta do
you
that.
know what? Do this. Go ahead and take us out with the with a blend.
Man, you would
Yeah.
you
Put you on the spot real quick.
you would
yeah.
put me on the spot. Now I gotta try to find a blend and what the hell, yo?
there you-
Goodness.
5, 4, 3, 2. Hey.
Since you put
We
it
out
out
the
there.
gate, show. We out the gate. A man is fresh, show. A man is fresh. Hey.
She's a good girl, loves her mom,
Hey, a little Coldplay action.
loves Jesus.
This ain't Coldplay. Nigga, it's Tom Petty.
Oh, that nigga too.
She's a good girl, crazy about it.
All right, but hey, that's what's up, yo. We out. Broken Needles podcast, episode number 7. It's a wrap.
These two fingers.